Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin and I like motorbikes. And today we're looking at my 2022 Kawasaki Z or Z900RS. It's a beautiful styled retro classic bike with modern parts. And we're going to talk about some of those parts today. But first, what do you consider to be luxury when we talk about motorcycles? Maybe it's the infotainment, i.e. navigation, electronics, cruise control, etc. If we swing over here to my Multistrada V4S, it's got radar cruise, it's got a weird phone app that gives you semi-usable GPS, and electronic suspension. By all manners, it would be a luxury motorcycle. My Still Naked, yeah, that's still a thing, Norden 901, has cruise control, albeit standard cruise control, and it's great off-road. Maybe not luxury, but still a very, very, very nice motorcycle with a price to match. Would you consider the Z or Z900RS to be luxury? Obviously, that's very subjective, but let me tell you what I think luxury actually is. In my opinion, luxury is adjustability. Think about it. We have adjustable suspension, adjustable windscreens, some of them being powered on certain large touring bikes. We have adjustable levers. We have adjustable everything. And the bikes that tend to have these adjustable things tend to cost more. Now, I know there are exceptions to every rule, and I'm not going to get into a philosophical debate here with you, but in my mind, adjustment is luxury. And today we're talking about a piece of adjustment that I have added to my motorcycle. And that is the Puig or Puig, you know what I'm talking about, adjustable foot peg mounts. These mounts come in basically three pieces. You have the actual part that fits on the hanger. You have either a 20 millimeter or a 40 millimeter drop bar that allows you to set the pegs lower, and you have the peg themselves. Now, while these are adjustable, and in my mind add luxury, the cost is not luxurious. I believe I got this entire set for under $100 or at least under $120. I've come to really like these to a point. This is a little bit of a review, a little bit of a garage video, so bear with me as I figure that piece out. So, as I said, these Puig or Puig, whatever, come in three pieces. You have the hanger that mounts it to your motorcycle. These are product specific, or I should say bike specific. You have, in this case, it is the 40 millimeter drop bracket that allows you to set your pegs down by 40 millimeters. I have the 20 millimeters on there currently. And you have whatever peg you would prefer. The ones here are more of a sport peg. I believe the ones I have down here are called a Street Fighter peg. And what I'd like to first talk about are these Street Fighter pegs. I like them because they're very understated. What I don't like about them is the fact that when I installed them, they had a bung or a filler in here to not make it look so cheap with this hole in here. And that happened on both sides. But as I rode them, because I have a little bit bigger feet, those popped out. So I'm not terribly happy about that. But honestly, for comfort, just moving those pegs down by 20 millimeter was absolutely wonderful, super comfortable. But when I have my brushed aluminum and brushed gray metal parts, all of the rest over the bike, these don't really fit. So today I'm going to be putting these on. And while these are a little bit smaller pegs, I think they'll fit the aesthetic of the bike. And as I've said in previous videos, the aesthetic of the bike, in a lot of cases, especially for the Z900 or Z900RS, is in some cases what matters the most to me. All right, so here you can see we have our two foot pegs. We have the R Fighters, which I believe I incorrectly called Street Fighters. Those are a different type of peg in this series or in this product line on the left, and then we have the sport foot pegs there on the right. While the R Fighters do give you a little bit more perch and a little bit bigger place to put your foot, I think the sport foot pegs, if we take them down here, do a better job of complementing the look of the bike. So I think that's what we're going to go. All right, so here you can see that we have the left-hand side or the shift side of the bike loosely mounted. There are two ways you can do this. Obviously, the first way would be to be what I did, which would be to mount the peg to that 20mm drop bracket if you're using that, and then to put that on your peg mount. That's what I did. You could also obviously put the 20mm or whatever size drop bracket you're using, and then put the peg on there after that's mounted up. You can probably see a little bit of blue Loctite residue. Again, always important to make sure we Loctite this stuff down, especially foot pegs and things like that that are our connection with the motorcycle. We don't want those coming off, especially when we're out riding. So good rule of thumb, no matter what project you're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna finish tightening things up, clean off some of that Loctite residue or thread locker residue, whatever you prefer. And then I'll come back and we can end this video. All right, guys, so here we go. Here we have our Puig, whatever, sport pegs installed. You can see we have that 20mm drop bracket. I will offer a warning if you're going to use the 40mm. I've never dragged the pegs with the 20mm. I think with the 40mm I might, so use your best judgment there depending for the application you want to use. Obviously, these will also move forward and backward. So I have mine up and down, just dropped a little bit, but you could move them kind of into more of a rear set configuration if you really wanted to. And for the cost, I'm not saying these are anywhere near as good as a good set of rear sets, but allows you to move your pegs back a little bit, which may or may not help you out. So that's the shift side. Let's go over to the brake side. You can see we've got it over here. I like the look of this. I think it gives more of that classic look back to the bike that it was kind of losing with that R-Fighter. If I was doing blacked out, I would 100% keep those R-Fighter pegs or go with something like that. But I like these. These work. And again, that classic aesthetic of the Z or Z900RS. If you stuck around this long for a video that I'm not super pleased with, then I can't thank you enough for watching. It does mean a lot. If you like what you saw, please consider giving us a like. If you want to see what else we got going on, including why the Norden is continually naked, give us a subscribe so you'll know when we post a new video. And if the weather in your area is conducive to riding, please go out and do so safely. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.